So hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a channel where we get to learn new things every day. We get to learn new ideas every day because we all need that for our life to be more easier. So today I'll be taking you through early pregnancies and help you understand what counseling is. Most parents have not had that opportunity to stay with their children this long. Like for those who are employed, after they have their babies and the babies are 3 months, they get back to work and they leave their children with the house helps. And the other parents, even if they have the opportunity to stay with their children, anytime they close schools, they go to their grandparents shows. That is what have been trending before. But due to this COVID-19, everything has changed. Things are not going the way they were going before, and most people are just confused, especially the parents who didn't have the time to stay with their children for this long. So we get that at this time is when we have the early pregnancies at its peak. As we speak now, there have been news all over our country. We have been seeing it in our news, we have been hearing it in our radios, that many girls now, small girls for that matter, have or they are pregnant. And it's not that they are at the right time for being pregnant, it's just that they found themselves pregnant and maybe they don't know how they don't even understand what pregnancy is. They just find themselves that they are pregnant. And these are tasks that most parents right now have. And most parents right now, they should just take this time and just help their children out about understanding this early pregnancy thing. I'm not just talking about women, and I'm just talking about both girls and boys, because a girl might be the one who will carry the pregnancy, but who is giving the girl the pregnancy? It's the boys, and maybe they don't know that what they are doing will lead to pregnancy to the girl. They don't know because they don't have that knowledge. So I think that most parents should just use their language that they think that the children will understand. They should just try and take time to talk to their girls and their boys. And I remember in our time, there is this song that we used to sing. It was like just defining the body parts of the girl and the boys. It was going like head, shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes, knees and toes, head, shoulder, knees and toes, eye, nose and mouth. And then we used to go on talking about our private parts. The body parts does not end by just the parts I've named. We used to sing, these are my private parts. We used to touch, these are my private parts, private parts, private parts. We were referring to the breast, for the girls, the vagina area, and the buttocks. And nowadays, even the lips come to that part of private parts. Make sure that your children understand that there are just the normal parts and there are those private parts. And we used to go ahead and say that nobody should touch them, goosey goosey, and now you used to end it with their home language. And for us, you used to say doka, meaning that nobody should touch them. You should not touch them. And usiguze in Swahili means that nobody should touch them. And you should help them understand that if anyone touches those parts, you should come and report to me. Now being the parent, let them know that anyone go that extent of touching the private parts, come and report to me, because that is how it all starts. And to those some of these young girls, they are impregnated by big men, like not just big men, I mean people who have sense and they know what they are doing. And what they will be telling the girls is that if you tell someone I will kill you, If you do this, I will kill you. If you refuse, I will kill you. Help the children understand that that is just a language that those people are just using so that they can get what they want. I mean, parents should just take that responsibility of this is the time you're supposed to create awareness to your kids, be it boys and girls. Help the boys understand that if they go to touch the private part for the girls, if the boy private part and the girl private part come into contact, something will be brought up, and it's not supposed to be brought up at this time. Let them know that they will become pregnant, because babies for this century, they even know many things than their parents. You will not believe that, but that is how it is. You just look at kids and assume that this one don't know what they are even doing, this one don't understand. And it even goes to when you're watching movies, the mother and the father, or the guardians, when they are watching movie, and they will be thinking that this is a small baby, they don't understand what is going on. These babies understand. These babies have the knowledge of knowing what is going on. So it's the best time for you to just let them know that this goes on and this goes on. But as for you, at your age, this is not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to do this, and it's supposed to be done by maybe someone who is married. Let them understand everything. And for those parents who just don't know, or they don't have an idea of how they'll just start communicating with their kids, because they have not for the longest time had that time of communicating to their kids. This is where counseling comes in, and most people don't understand what counseling is. Like for me, before I went to study counseling, if anyone could just ask me what is counseling, I just used to tell them, counseling is just reading people brain, people mind. You just look at somebody like this and you know what they are thinking. If you just hear people talking, you know what they're even talking about before they even tell you what is going on. That is how I used to know. And even now, most of my friends, if I just tell them I've done counseling, they'll be like, oh, ulisoma kutusoma akili, so sai nafikiria nini. That is what they always think that counseling is. But that is not counseling. Counseling is just like any other professional. Counseling is it's a helping career. Counseling is a helping process. And for those, it's for those parents who don't just know how to deal with their kids. I would suggest that you just take your children to counseling, or you, the parent, you can just go to counseling to get to understand how you can deal with your kids, how you can deal with babies staying at home for this long. Like I remember that students were sent home all the way from March, around 10th, when the first case was discovered. I remember it was on Sunday, and they were told by Friday, even all university and colleges, that everyone should be at home. So that is from March, April, May, June. Those are 4 months already, and it has never happened before. The longest time that kids were at home is just maybe 1.5 months. But look at now, all the way from March to now, babies are just at home. You just don't know how to deal with them. They are eating too much. You didn't know that this is how they behave. You need counseling to know how to deal with them. And as I was telling you, that counseling is a helping process. If you go to a counselor will be able to guide you, know where you can fill the gap, that because there is a missing gap. So that how can a parent not know how to deal with their kids? It's because there's a gap that is left, because maybe the house help has been taking that part, and after they come maybe from the holidays, for those kids who understand themselves, maybe you don't have time for them. You just wake up in the morning, you go to work, come back home late, take a shower, eat, go to sleep, and the cycle continues like that. So I would advise that you need counseling so that you can know how to deal with your babies at this time. And for those parents who kids have got pregnant already, or they have got not just pregnant, some have even get HIV, and it's so bad, it's just bad. So what can you do? And you don't just know how you can deal with that. I would suggest that you just go and get a counselor. A counselor will help you get to know how to deal with the situation. And parents, please, 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 I would advise that please have your time with your babies at home. This is the time that they need you the most. They need you the most. And don't just tell them that, baba, usifanya hivi na hivi. Ukifanya hivi, ukienda kushika your sister, any random name, ukienda kushika Shiro, hata sio poa, umesikia, sio vizuri. So if you don't just tell them, why are you saying that we should not touch Shiro? Why are you saying that we should not do this and this? Let them know that it's because of this and this and this. Because if you just tell them that don't do this and this and you end it there, I assure you that the next day, if you leave and go to work or wherever you're going, that is the first thing they are going to do. They will go and try with the brother or the sister. They will go and know, why is mommy saying that we should not do this and this? Because you did not fill your gaps of explaining what you're trying to mean to your babies or to your kids, or to even your young adults, those teenagers. But for teenagers nowadays, they know what is going on. Just make sure that you make them understand why they should not do that. And for the teenagers, also talk to them. And if you just don't know how to talk to them, that's why I asked that you should go get a counselor who will help you know how to deal with them. Or if you just can't deal with them, you know, some parents are just like that, they don't know how to deal with their babies, with their kids, with their teenagers. Take your teenager to the counselor. Let them understand, let them get the knowledge, because this time is when it's when they need help the most. They need their parents, they need their elders to instill that knowledge in their brains. I feel like this is a very large topic to talk about. If we start talking now, we can spend the whole day showing the analysis and the references and all those things. But my main point was that talk to your kids, talk to your teenagers. If it's kids, you can just come up with things that they will understand, maybe like a song. Like I've shown you the song we used to do at my time. That song, it used to show us that there are parts that they are just public parts, and there are those private parts that are not for everybody. And it used to tell us that nobody should touch them. Just be creative in your own way. I know you know your children better, and just come up with something that you know will help them and will instill knowledge to them and manners. And for the teenagers, also let them know that this is not the best time to get pregnant and to engage in early sex and all those things. And if they have to, because at this time is when we just call a spade a spade, if they have to, tell them to use protection. You can also show them that you can also buy the protection condom and show them that this is how it's supposed to be used, this is how it's supposed to be removed. And if you don't want to get pregnant, this is how you're supposed to do it. If you don't want to get those sexually transmitted infections, use condoms, protection. Call spade a spade. Don't just try and run around the bush thinking that they don't understand. They understand everything that is going on. I'm talking because I'm also not as old as you may think, because I know these things, and I know when I got to know that these things exist. So please, parents, call spade a spade to your children. So thank you for watching this video, and if you have not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It's gray in color, and it's going to turn red if you subscribe. It's going to tell you that subscribed. Up there, click that bell written all, and by doing that, you're going to get all the notifications of any video I upload. You'll be the first person to know if I upload a new video. So thank you guys. I'll just leave it from there, but I hope you have learned something. I hope you have known, of you have get an idea of how you can talk to your kids and instill knowledge to them. And by doing that, together we shall conquer, and together we shall overcome this COVID-19 thing, and things are going to go back to normal. It's not going to stay like this forever. So I would advise that you stay safe wherever you are. Wash your hands, sanitize, and most importantly, stay at home. Only leave when it's necessary. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Till we meet in my next video. Bye bye.